Okay, fourth trumpet. The fourth angel sounded, and a third of the sun, a third of the moon, and a third of the stars were struck, so that a third of them would be darkened, and the day would not shine for a third of it, and the night in the same way. Then I looked, and I heard an eagle flying in midheaven, saying it with a loud voice, Woe, woe, woe to those who live on the earth, because of the remaining blast of the trumpet of the three angels who are about to sound. Okay, so what is happening here? Okay, so I believe that at this fourth trumpet, Jerusalem is being set on fire. So all the Roman soldiers are now inside the city walls. So the Romans are setting things on fire. But not only are the Romans setting things on fire, but the Israelites are setting things on fire. The Jewish people are, because like the Roman soldiers will run into a building, and then the Jewish people will light that building on fire. So you've got both sides setting things on fire. So the fire started taking hold and spreading really, really fast. It was just crazy. And so here's what Josephus says. He talks about the fire. They set the northwest cloister, which was joined to the Tower of Antonia, on fire. And after that, break off about 20 cubits of that cloister, and thereby made a beginning in burning the sanctuary. So the temple is starting to burn. 2 days after which, on the 24th day of the month of Tammuz, the Romans set fire to the cloister that joined to the other, and then the fire went 15 cubits further. And so he keeps talking about this fire just spreading and spreading and spreading. So in the physical realm, what is happening is all of this fire is spreading and spreading, and it is turning everything black. You know, the sky is going to be completely obliterated and turned black by the smoke of Jerusalem on fire. So that's what's happening in the physical world. But this is how it's described in the spiritual realm. And so we talked about this a little bit last week, and also back in when I was going through Matthew 24, that this way of describing the sun going dark and the stars darkening and falling from the sky, Jesus talks about that in Matthew 24. That was a Hebrew saying that, and I showed several examples of it in the Old Testament, where they would use this language to talk about an empire, a great empire falling. So I really believe that at this fourth trumpet, as Jerusalem is starting to burn, that it was a turning point in the war, and that they were starting to fall. So we're talking about the fall of Israel, the fall of the empire of Israel. And so that's why we have this language of everything, the sun turning dark, the moon turning dark. And it was just a terrible, terrible time of the battle, a turning point when they would have realized, I think, that they're not going to win this. The Jewish people are not going to win this.